Not sure if you can really see into this one. Might be able to. This beautiful one. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Well, I am at Alta Mesa Memorial Park here in Palo Alto, California. And we're gonna walk the grounds here a little bit and kind of see what we can see. I've seen a couple of interesting little private mausoleums out here running around. So, not a whole lot of them, they're kind of spread out, but let's see what we can see. Now, the grounds here are very spacious. But there's like two mausoleums that are just over here in this little corner, next to the newer mausoleum over here. Middlecoff is the last name. Not sure if you can really see into this one. Might be able to. This beautiful one. There's a little bit of mesh there. Maybe we could see inside, huh? Interesting. It's beautiful over here. I guess when I was looking in at the top, you can see the light coming through the windows up here. It's very beautiful, but it's kind of tucked away. Kind of strange. Very, very odd. Yeah, a couple of windows in on the sides and that's it. Here's another beautiful one. It's Henry Perry, I guess, and family. He lived from 1834 to 1921, I do believe. When I was looking him up, all I could find was like he was in the military and, you know, stuff like that. So thank you for your service, my friend. And it sounded like he'd seen some action in different time periods. So yeah. It's a beautiful one underneath all these trees. Beautiful door. Beautiful door. I don't know if we can see inside, but there's a shot of the inside. Maybe we can see something. I don't know. Pretty dark in there. There's no windows or anything. And once again, thank you for your service, sir. Interesting. It's kind of hard to tell how many people are in there. I don't think Find a Grave has much on it. I just saw the military stuff, and there's a whole thing about his military career and stuff, but yeah, there you go. Actually, I just found something else out here. I guess spouse is in there, Maria, 1847 to 1925, and Oscar, his son, 1876 to 1945. And that's all I can find on him. Got another beautiful outside cremation area, little niche area. Beautiful. Ernest Williams, June 16th, 1922 to March 8th, 2014, says, "We love you." Interesting. Oh, it's a little vase holder. I thought it was actually a open niche that was for sale, but then I noticed the water spigot on the outside of it. So yeah. Man, there's a lot of people just these caretakers, these grounds workers are hot rodding around on these golf carts. Man, it's crazy. Crum, Lottie May, August 8th, 1945, October 17th, 2020, forever in our hearts. Joetta Dertinger, 1953 to 2019, and someone left a little something on there for her. Very cool. There's a lot of room still left in this one. Oh boy, it's hot out there. It's like 87 degrees here in Palo Alto today. It is hot. I had to get out of the sun, man. This is just insane. That weather's beautiful. It's just, ooh, it makes it hard to come out and film videos because you're just so damn like hot, sweaty, and you know you got to step out of that direct sunlight for a minute. This cemetery is very spread out. There's a lot of stones and everything. There's like, you know, like a sporadic, you know, I was showing you a minute ago, like it's like a sporadic mausoleum. You know, it's a tree. What is that? It's a house. There's a lot of people that live around here, I guess. I was looking at a house over here. I was wondering what it was. If it was another mausoleum or what it was. But yeah, very spread out. Like I said, your occasional mausoleum every once in a while, the private ones. Very, very beautiful out here. But like I said, I just had to step out of the sunlight for a minute, get in the air-conditioned car. Whew, boy, oh boy. I'm going to take that little break. Probably should have did this when it was a little cooler earlier in the year. But when you got to come out and film videos of that heat, man, it just knocks you down. It knocks you out the quickness too. I stay hydrated and everything, but yeah, it just kills you. Sprinklers there, I would love to run through them right now. It'd be awesome. Is that another mausoleum over there? That might be. Let's see. Well, this is an interesting looking one. It's got the cage in front of it. It's all the separate crypts and everything. Got Ebby Hettinger, 1860 to 1928. Joseph Dis, 1835 to 1914. Frederick Weishar, 1832 to 1911. There's all kinds of people in here. Very, very cool. A lot of interesting like stones over here too. Maybe we'll walk the grounds, like look at the stones too. Because I saw a lot of interesting stones as well. The Brown family. Well, this one's interesting. In between, there's six crypts in here. And in the middle there, there's like an altar in the back with a little stained glass cross. And it looks like a lot of stuff on the floor in there. Even some candle holders in the very back. It looks like this place hasn't gotten a visit in quite a while. Got Kathleen Brown, 1877 to 1964. Evelyn Clark, 1944, July 11th. Mabel Broadwood, 1879 to 1924. We got Andrew Brown, 1850 to 1926. Wilhelmina, 1849 to 1923. And Cecil Todd, 1895 to 1932. This little area in between is very interesting. Yeah, it feels good to be under the shade right now. Definitely. Some interesting stuff over here. Huff. Huff is the family name here. James A. Huff, 1832 to 1915, and Emily, May 24th, 1834 to March 1st, 1890, excuse me. Huff. Lucille Huff Buchanan, 1896 to 1991. William Ellsworth, December 18th, 1869 to August 17th, 1897. Franklin Lester, 1867 to 1938. Look at the snails. Snails all over this. Interesting. The garden snails. Charles Huff, 1876 to 1950. Bert Huff, 1879 to 1963. And Shirley Elmira Huff, 1910 to 1994. Pretty recent addition. Emily Lizetta Huff, January 8th, 1877, aged 8 years. J. Arthur Huff, 1873 to 1944. Very interesting how you have snails stuck to the stone here. Very interesting. So those of you familiar with the tech industry will recognize the name Packard, David Packard from Hewlett Packard. And he's right here, 1912 to 1996. Really big in the tech industry, Hewlett Packard. And then Lucille, 1914 to 1987. But yes. So come to find out, well, not come to find out, but the legend of this cemetery goes that Apple CEO Steve Jobs, when Steve Jobs died, he is buried somewhere in this cemetery, but it's not disclosed where he is. I would assume it's a family request that nobody knows where he's buried. But the legend I heard goes he is in an unmarked grave somewhere not too far from David and Lucille Packard. So I don't know how much truth there is to that, because there's different stories about where Steve Jobs may be in this cemetery. But supposedly he's close to David and Lucille here, somewhere in an unmarked grave. So there's not a whole lot here. It's, you know, it's a lot of stones and everything. Some are unique, some are cool, but then some of them are kind of like, they kind of look, you know, kind of all the same up in here. I'm gonna have to go in a minute though. For one, it's getting hot. For two, I have an appointment. No, not really an appointment, but something to do, something to keep with somebody. So I'm gonna have to go in a minute. But yeah, it's whew, I got more than I bargained for the heat today, that's for sure. Way more than I bargained for. Oh boy, let's see what else we can find here. David Packard, yeah, that was a trip. Yeah. Then, like I said, they said Steve Jobs is around here somewhere, but I've heard that. Then I've heard he's buried somewhere else in this cemetery under an apple tree, and it's just one of those kind of like needle in a haystack things, because the cemetery employees, the people in the office, they will not divulge, because I think his Steve Jobs' wife had asked that not to be revealed. Probably didn't want the grave to become some kind of media circus. So, you know. But that was the last I heard about the Steve Jobs grave. But yeah, trying to stay in this damn shade right now. I'm dying. Beautiful area though. Done a couple interesting mausoleums, a couple crypt areas, very interesting. This is beautiful. It's an interesting stone right here. This statue is massive. Down to the massive feet. Alright guys, I gotta get out of the sun. Today was just, I don't know why, but just the heat knocked the pie out of me today. It knocked all the wind out of my sails. I wasn't even planning on coming here today when I filmed this series of videos that you've been seeing this week. I was actually you know, doing something else, and I realized, oh, I'm close to Alta Mesa. Let me go check that out and film some videos real quick. But I really had no plans to film any videos today, but I'm glad I did. As you've seen all week, I've had about 2 or 3 videos so far. So yeah, definitely it was a bonus today
very cool. Very cool thing to be able to do this and see some of the graves. Saw, you know, David Packard, and then another video I saw Shirley Temple, and you know, very cool, very cool thing. And I thank you guys for joining me on this adventure. You guys are appreciated beyond measure. All that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get out of the heat. We're gonna get hydrated. We're gonna try to feel better and not so crappy. Drink some Gatorade. Get something to eat so I can get my train of thought back, because it was damn near 90 right now when I got back in the car. It was insane. And thank you all so much. Not sure how long this video is going to be, but if it's a little short, please forgive me. If not, enjoy. Can't remember how long I've been filming. So I will talk to you guys soon with another video, and peace out.